Okay. Then what about the operators, Krishna? What are the different
Plus,
operators?
plus concatenation, replication
Plus
operations,
replication, then
membership operations,
membership operator. What is plus?
comparison.
Then comparison
Uh,
also. Then what is plus?
Used for joining two strings.
Used for joining two strings. For plus, there are two functions. If the operands are integers, it is the operation is addition. If
Multiplication.
plus is used along with string, joining is done. Okay. Then what about the next operator, Abdul?
Application operator.
I can't hear.
Application operator.
Okay. What about replication operator?
It will duplicate the string.
The operator is star operator and it will replicate. It use two operands. Which are the two operands, Adul?
It uses a digit and a string.
One digit and one string. Digit represents number of times that the string is replicated, and the string is the content. We have to repeatedly displaying content is the string. Is it clear? Then what about the next one, Emmanuel? We are discussing about the topics in the previous class. We first discuss about plus operator, after that star operator, then what next?
A string operator.
String operators. The first one is plus, second one is star, third one
Star.
star is over. Then then you said about star. What is star?
It repeats the number of sentences.
It repeats
The number of words.
it
Or
is used for replication. For repeatedly showing one word, we are using this replication operator. It uses two operands, one integer operator and one string operator. Okay. The next one, what is Aryan? Next operator. Srihari.
Membership operator.
Which one?
Membership operator.
Membership operator. Which are the two membership operators?
In and out in.
In and not in. What is the use of in and not in? What is the result of in and not in?
To see if a string is part of another string.
If a string or character is present in a string, it will return which value? In the case of in, it will return
True.
true value, otherwise it will return false value. In the case of not in, what about not in?
Value.
False value. Is it clear? Then what about comparison operators, Dia?
It returned result whether it is true or false.
It will compare two strings and it will after comparison it will return a result either as true or false. Is it clear? Then any more topic? Then what about string slice, Alvin? Where is Alvin? Then Ashwin,
Yes, ma'am.
what is string slices?
String slices are used in a range of pieces.
You just read from your notebook, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand the concept? Ashwin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Study.
Okay. Then Alvin, switch on the video. Okay. What's the use of plus operator in string? I can't hear you. You are muted. Okay. Say the answer. Ashwin. Ashwin, not Ashwin. Alvin. Okay. What's the use of plus operator? You check it in your notebook. Your notebook is there. Okay, then what about the plus operator? Okay, Alvin gone. Then what about string slices? We last topic we discussed is string slices. What is string slices? String slices is used to display a substring from a string. If you want to display a substring from a string, we use string slices. What are the two things we needed for that string slices? It is within square bracket we write n colon m. What is n represents? N represents start value and m represents the stop value. Is it clear? Then we move on to build string functions, isn't it? Which one is the first string function? Length function. What is the use of length function? Length function is used to find out the number of characters present in a string. Okay. So length function is used to count the number of characters present in a string. Then how we can find out the length? I will give one example. S is equal to A, B, C. Is it clear? Board is clear? No, I think no. I will write you see. Now it's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. S is equal to A, B, C, D. Then print S dot length. What is the result? The result is it will count the number of characters present in the string. How many characters are there in the string? It is 4. So the result is 4. Is it clear? In the first statement, I assign one set of character, one string to the variable s, and after that I print the length using s dot length. S dot length means we have to find out the length of s. What is the content of s? Content of s, it is A, B, C, D. So we have to use s dot length. First write the variable name, then represent one dot symbol, then length. So the meaning of this statement is find out the length of this s. The content of s, it is A, B, C, D. So the length is 1, 2, 3, 4. The result is 4. Is it clear? Ashwin? Okay. Then the next one is capitalized. Capitalize is a built-in function to return a string with its first character as a capital. For converting first character as capital, we use capitalize function. Returns a copy of the string with its first character capitalized. From the word itself we can identify. Capitalize means for capitalizing, not for the whole string, it's only for the first character of the string. For converting a first character of the string To its capital form, we use capitalize built-in function. For that, we will write, for example, you write the example S is equal to I love my India. The I is in small letter case. So, we have to convert this I as capital letter. For that, we will write print S dot capitalize. The output is I love my India. Is it clear? Okay, Krishna? Okay.
Okay.
So, capitalize is used to return a copy of the string with its first character as uppercase letter. Okay. Then, the next one is three functions. First one is isAlnum, isAlpha, isDigit. Write the heading. First isAlnum, isAlnum, isAlpha, isDigit. From the word itself we can identify what is isAlpha. What is isAlpha? Aditya, what is isAlpha? IsAlpha. Is it an alphabet or is it one alphabet or not? That is isAlpha. Is it clear, Aditya? IsAlpha. It is used for checking if the entered string is a alphabet. If the entered string is one alphabet, it will return a true value. These three functions will return only a true value or false value based on the checking. Okay. isAlpha is for checking alphabet. If the entered string is one alphabet, it will return a true value. Otherwise, it will return a false value. Then, what is isDigit? Emmanuel, what is isDigit?
True or false. An alpha.
IsDigit is for checking if the entered character is a digit. isDigit. isDigit is for checking if the entered value is a digit. If the entered character is a digit, if the entered value is a digit, then it will return a true value as result. Otherwise, it will return a false value. Then, what about isAlnum? isAlnum. Ashwin, any idea? isAlnum. isAlnum. Al is for alphabet, num is for number.
Return number.
It will check if the entered value is either alphabet or number. Okay? So, isAlnum, al for al is for alphabet, num is for number. You just think just like that. Okay? isAlnum is used for checking if the entered value is either alphabet or number. Okay? So, the three related functions are there. So, that's why I just kept it in one line. So, first one is alpha is for alphabet checking. If the entered value is alphabet, it will return true value. Otherwise, it will return false value. Then the second one is isDigit. isDigit is used for checking if the entered value is a digit or not. If the entered value is a digit, it will return a true value. Otherwise, it will return a false value. Then what about isAlnum? isAlnum is used for checking if the entered value is either alphabet or number. Is it clear? Is it clear, Adul?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then write the definition. isAlnum, isAlpha, isDigit. isAlnum returns true if the characters in the strings are alphanumeric and there is at least one character. Otherwise, false. Alphanumeric means alphabet or number. Krishna, you write the definition.
Yes, no.
It's over.
I wrote like this. Used for checking.
Ah,
whether
okay,
under
okay, no
strings
problem.
are-
Okay, okay, okay. Then is alpha returns true if all characters in the strings are alphabetic and there is at least one character. False otherwise. Then is digit returns true if all characters in the strings are digits and there is at least one digit, otherwise false. Completed.
No, ma'am.
Shivani, switch on the video. Okay.
Ma'am, uh, is an
So is alum, is alpha and is digit. Then write the example. The first character is S1 is equal to ABC45 and S2 is equal to hello, S3 is equal to 1 2 3 4 and S4 is equal to space. S1 is equal to ABC45, S2 is equal to hello, S3 is equal to 1 2 3 4, S4 is equal to space, within single quotes a space. Then you write all these print statement and just write the output as tick. Is it true, then write one tick, otherwise a false. Do it fast. Completed, Gauri?
Yes.
Okay. Shivani? Completed? Okay. Aditya? Is it over? Okay. Ashwin? Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ashwin, what is the first output?
True.
True. Then, what is the meaning of this first statement, Ashwin?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the meaning of this first statement?
The print S1 dot is L number.
Yes.
So,
What happened here?
Shell number means contains both character and digit.
Okay. So it is true. Correct. So print S1 dot esalnum. The meaning of this statement is it will check the content of S1. What is the content of S1? Here I am using capital letter S1. Then you use capital letter S1 here also. Okay. Or you change here small letter S1. So in this statement S1 dot esalnum will check if the content of S1. What is the content of S1? Content of S1 is ABC45. S1 dot esalnum. So content of S1 is ABC45. It is it include alphabet and number. So the result is true. Then what about the second one? Krishna?
False.
False. S3 dot esalnum.
Alphabets are not.
Alphabets are not there, but there are characters.
Esalnum means
Alphabet or number.
Yeah.
Alphabet or number.
Or no. Then
If the entered value is either alphabet or number.
true.
Yes, it is true.
True.
Then here S3 dot esalnum. What is S3? S3 is it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is number. So this esalnum will check if the entered value is either alphabet or number. There is no need of combination. If character and number is present, it is also true. If character is present, then also it true. Number is present, then also it true. Okay. Then what about the print S2 dot esalnum? Achyut?
False, ma'am.
False. S2 dot this one S2 dot esalnum. Is it false, Achyut?
Ma'am, I don't understand esalnum.
Esalnum is used for checking if the entered value is alphabet or number. If the entered value is a combination of alphabet and number, it will be true. If the entered value is alphabet only, then also true. If the entered value is number only, then also true.
Okay.
Is it clear, Achyut? Okay. So alum is used for checking if the entered value is either character or number. Okay. So what is the result of print s2 dot is alnum? S2 it is hello. So the result is true. It's a set of character. It is alphabet. So it is true. What about S4 dot is alnum? Achyut? S4 dot is alnum.
False.
It is false. Why? S4 is a space. Space is not a character and also not a number. So it's a false statement. Now it's clear. Any doubt regarding this is alnum? Dia?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then go to the next statement. Emmanuel, what is S1 dot is alpha?
True, ma'am.
True. Why?
Alphabet is there.
Alphabet is there. Is alnum is used for checking if the entered value is alphabet or number. But what about is alpha? Is alpha is only for checking alphabet. So if the entered value is purely characters or alphabets, then only it will give true as result. Okay, Manuel? So what is the result? Print s1 dot is alpha.
False, false.
False, because s1 is abc 4 5. In this s1 two digits are there, so the result is false. Then Emmanuel, what about s2 dot is alpha?
True,
S2 dot is alpha. S2 is hello.
True,
So true, correct. S2 is hello. It include only alphabet. So the result is true. Then Shivani, what about the S3 dot is alpha statement? S3 dot is alpha. What, Shivani? What is S3? S3 it is? I can't hear you. Shivani? I can't hear you. It's false. Print, correct. Print S3 is S3 dot is alpha. What is S3? S3 it is 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 is not an alphabet. So we execute this statement. After executing this statement, we get result as F, false. Then Aryan, what about this statement? Print S4 dot is alpha. S4 is space, so it is false. It is not alphabet, so it is false. Then Abdul, what about the S1 dot is digit statement?
False.
False. Why? Is digit is for checking if the entered value is digit. Here it include alphabet and digit. So it is a false statement. Srihari, what about the next one? Print S2 dot is digit.
False.
False. What is S2? S2 it is hello. It is only include alphabets. There is no digit. So only alphabets are there. So the result is false. Gauri, what about S3 dot is digit?
True.
True. S3 means 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 means it's digit. So the result is true. Not false, true. Then Ashwin,
False.
what about the last statement?
False.
False, because S4 dot is digit. S4 include space. So it's a false statement. Is it clear? Any doubt regarding this? Is alnum, is digit, is alpha? Is alnum is for checking if the entered value is alphabet or number. Is alpha is for only alphabet. Digit is only for digit. Okay, Aditya? Okay.